Good morning. Happy Saturday. I am Ellie and I am a certified yoga instructor currently volunteering with the Pink Ribbon Place. So, welcome to our yoga class today. A couple of things before we get started. Make sure that you have your yoga mat wherever you are going to be practicing. Make sure you got one of those. I don't believe we're really going to be needing anything for today's class in particular, but again, always if you have a yoga block, go ahead and bring it out. If you don't, you can always use a yoga blanket or a towel, anything like that will work. And then if you happen to have a yoga strap. But like I said, I don't think we're really going to be needing anything like that. We will be working on balances today, just a little bit, just for fun. So I do recommend either you work or practice, right by a wall. If you don't have a wall, go ahead and pull up a chair. You can always have the chair just so you can hold on to it as we're moving through, or hold on to it to the side as we're working our balances. Um, or a table, anything that you can just use to kind of help you if in case the balance is a little off. Besides that, I don't really think anything else is really going to be needed. It's going to be a lot of working the muscles and playing with balances. So I'm very excited for today's class. Go ahead and you can either start reclined or you can start seated like me. We're just going to start taking a couple of breaths in, closing the eyes. Take a big inhale in, exhale out, inhale in, exhaling out. Last one, inhale in, filling the belly, filling the lungs, and exhale out. And slowly begin to focus on your breath. Whatever it is you got going on, outside of your mat, it will all be there. So take the next, 20, 30 minutes to just focus on yourself, focus on your practice, focus on something that makes you feel good, that does good to your body. Please let this be an invitation for you, to let go of anything that you have going on right now and simply just put it on hold. Like I said, it will all be there. Continue breathing in and breathing out. And maybe every time that you exhale, maybe a little bit of that stress kind of sheds away. Think of yourself like a little onion, and every time you're inhaling and exhaling, pieces are just shedding off of whatever worries, problems, issues you have going on right now. Maybe you decide to set an intention for yourself today, and I am 100% on board for that, whatever it may be. I hope that today's practice brings you fulfillment of that intention. When we're ready, slowly opening those eyes. If you chose to lay down, please join us seated. If you are seated, go ahead and switch the crossing of those legs. So hands towards the sides. Inhale, hands all the way up. Getting nice and tall. And exhale, take that left hand to that right knee. Inhale, hands up. And switching sides. So if you're opposite of me, it's all good. As long as we get both sides in, right? Inhale, hands up, switching sides. Inhale towards your left side. And inhale up, one more on each side. And switching. Inhale, coming back to center. Hands together, palms together, coming down to your heart center. Taking those hands out towards the sides. Inhale, bringing those hands up. Take that left hand and grab that right wrist. And then just simply stretch out towards the left side. Kind of like a little half banana thing going on right now. And again, if you have any shoulder issues, again, always just remember to do anything we do very carefully. This isn't happening, simply just bring it across the body this way. Staying nice and tall. One more breath here. And I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Saturday morning. Saturday, what more? We got a whole day to do stuff to ourselves. Go ahead and switch sides. Go ahead and focus on ourselves. Run errands, whatever it is that we need to do. We got a whole day to just enjoy it. So I'm very glad that you guys are here with me and decided to start your day off, doing something very beautiful for yourselves. One more breath here. And when we're ready, bringing those hands back up and bringing them down. Giving those shoulders a little bit of a wiggle, rolling the shoulders back, rolling them forward, anything that just really feels good. Maybe you let that head drop down, massaging the neck, going very slowly. When you think you've had enough, go ahead and come back to center. Slowly bring that head all the way up. Take a big inhale in and exhale out. In your own way, let's go ahead and meet on hands and knees. Hands and knees, always remember to keep those hands about shoulder distance apart, and knees are about hip width distance apart. Okay, we're going to inhale, drop that belly down. Exhale, tuck that chin, round that spine. Inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, tuck that chin. Last one, inhale, drop that belly. And exhale, tuck that chin, around that spine. Coming back to center. Keeping our hands nice and fingers are spread apart, shoulder distance. Bring that right knee right in the center. You can go ahead and tuck those toes if you'd like. Inhale, push that left leg out behind you, making sure that we're not dipping our back into kind of our mat coming down, keeping that back straight, strong, engaging the core. And you're welcome to hang out here. Just work on keeping that back straight. If you want a little bit more, take that foot and simply bring it over to that right corner of your mat. You start to feel a little bit of engagement in the glutes here. Bringing it back to center. Taking it back. One more time. Bringing it back. And last time, bringing it back. So you're definitely starting to feel a little bit more in those glutes. And bringing it back. Bend that knee and bringing it down. Give yourself a little wiggle. Simply switch sides. So left knee is now in the center. I like to tuck my toes just for balance, but that's just a personal preference. When you're ready, inhale, push that right leg out. And like always, you can hang out here. This is nice. If you want a little bit more, take that right foot and bring it out towards the left. Again, activating those glutes. You should start feeling a little bit on both of them since we're on our second leg now. Bringing it back to center. And last one. Oh, that's center. Bringing it down. Go ahead and take those knees wide. Big toes touch. And send those heels back, coming into our child's pose. You are welcome to take this at any moment in our practice. Please do not wait for me to cue it. If you feel like taking a break, this is your practice. I'm simply just here giving you a couple of options of different things to do. Inhale, coming up to our hands and knees one more time. Walking those hands forward. Tucking those toes. And inhale, lifting those hips up, coming into our down dog. Taking a moment here. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe if your heels don't touch your mat, we can work on bending that right knee as that left heel comes down. Then switching, bringing that right heel down as the left knee bends, and alternating between. Always a quick reminder to keep those hands, the fingers spread out. We don't want to have all the weight on one side. Instead, we want to properly distribute the weight amongst our hands. When you're ready, coming back to center. Maybe you try bringing those heels down a little bit further. Maybe the hips go up a little higher. Looking forward. Inhale. If you happen to have any low back issues, go ahead and place that right foot in between your hands. If you are good to go, inhale, lift that right leg up. Bend that knee and place that foot right in between your hands. Create a little bit of space in between. So we're not really walking a tightrope here. We kind of instead have the feet a little bit of a distance in between them. Plant that left hand and right hand comes up for a twist. Exhale, bring that hand back down. From here, power up those legs. And I did forget to mention, so I do apologize. This is an excellent time. We are going to be transitioning from our lunge into our balances. So I do recommend that you bring up the chair, the wall, whatever it is around you, keep it very close because we are going to go smoothly right into that transition. And like always, you can pause to see what I'm doing and then do it yourself. Whatever is most comfortable for you, this is your practice. Making sure we have a little bit of a space in between those legs. We're going to power up those feet. We're going to power up those legs and pushing up. Inhale, coming all the way up into our high lunge. Here, see, I'm on grass, so I wish I had a wall, but from here, we are keeping that front knee nice and bent. That back foot is high on that ball of the foot. Hands can come to heart center. If you want to work a little bit more, hands can come up. And if you want to work a lot, hands can come behind you, working those triceps. And pretending you got a big old beach ball behind you, and you're trying to pop it. Sorry, I keep getting a little bug. It's coming around me. They're trying to bite me or something. But hands are behind you, and I do apologize. Squeezing that beach ball, working those triceps here. When ready, inhale, bringing those hands back up. Hands together. Hands at heart center. Hands at the hips. From here, we're going right into our balance. So go ahead and have that chair, table, whatever it is if you need it. Go ahead and keep it handy. Keep it very close to you. We're going to start walking that back foot in forward. Forward. Oh, sorry, the little bugs again. Forward. Forward. And when we're at a good kind of distance, all I want you to do is flip those back toes down. So now we're on the bottom or the top of our foot, like this. And from here, hands can stay here, or you can bring hands to come forward a little bit. And we're kind of working on a little bit of a modified airplane here, keeping those feet back. We're still working. That right leg is probably screaming at you by now. And like if you had your chair table, you can have that chair on the side here somewhere, so you can grab it just to help you with the balance. You're probably screaming right now, keeping that little bit of a slight bend in that right knee. And when we're ready, we're going to keep powering up those legs. We're powering through this, bringing that left leg up, and we're going to bring it right through up into a balance up here. Keeping that core nice and engaged. We're keeping those toes flexed. Breathing. Breathing. And drop that foot down. So you guys did amazing. Go ahead and shake out that right foot. That is a lot. That is a lot for one leg to take. We did a couple of holds there, and it is a lot of muscle engagement. So I'm very proud of us, of all of us. We did amazing. From here, once you shake out that leg, go ahead and send it back to where it initially started. Slowly, we're coming all the way back down. We're dropping that left hand down, planting that hand, and twisting one more time. Dropping that hand down, and stepping that right foot all the way back to our down dog one more time. From here, it's an excellent point to grab some water, grab a rest really quick, take a break, whatever it is you need. Like always, this is your practice. If not, let's go ahead and inhale that left leg up. We got one more leg to do. And place that foot right in between your hands. From here, one more time, making sure we got a little bit of that gap in between. We're going to be coming up into the lunge on the opposite side. So adjust as necessary if you're using anything to help you out with the balance today. Plant that right hand down. Left hand comes up. And bringing that hand back down. Powering up those legs. And when you're ready, inhale, coming up. So a couple of options here, whatever you'd like to take. Hands at heart center. Hands coming up. Hands coming behind you. It really just depends on what your body's feeling today. It could be different on this side. You know, the biggest part of yoga in a way is always just listening to your body. it's not a competition. It's not, forcing yourself into things if your body is not feeling it, it's not up to it. It's really respecting your body and what it's telling you. So inhale, hands back up. Bringing hands down, and hands can go here at the hips. Powering up that right leg. We're coming right into this one more time. Bringing it forward, forward, and coming into our version of a modified airplane here, and tucking those toes behind, working that leg. We got a little bit of that micro bend going here. We're tucking those toes, and it's gonna be burning. I feel it right here. So if I feel it, you probably are feeling it too. One more breath here. And when you're ready, bringing that foot through, powering up that leg, keeping the balance in that left leg, and coming up. It always helps with balances to make sure to keep that. Oh, sorry, I'm out of camera. But it always helps to keep that the big toe of whatever foot is grounded, like really dig it into your mat, and it always helps to kind of find a little bit more balance here. And when you're ready, bring that foot down. Give it a little shake. Give that left foot a little bit of shake. Did a lot of work. Your little side thigh here is probably burning, yelling, but it's all good. It's all good. When you're ready, take that right foot and bring it as far back as you can, kind of where we started. Hands at the heart and slowly coming down. Plant that right hand down and left hand comes up. Bringing that left hand down, stepping that left foot back, and coming into your down dog. You might hear a pop. Those hips might be popping a little bit. I know mine did. And slowly, in your own way, coming down to your knees and sending those hips back to seated. So we have time for maybe a couple more things. I really want to work on today just to give ourselves a little break so we don't have to, be up and down so much. I want to do a little bit of a toe squat. Yeah, it's not everybody's favorite. So you guys are probably like, oh my God, why? Toe squat is basically you come forward, you tuck those toes back, get them all nice in there, and then you send your bottom back, basically with your toes tucked behind you. So we are going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and sit yourself, come forward like I am doing, tuck those toes, and when you're ready, send those hips back. It is not the most fun. I will do it with you guys, and I will try and talk through this so you don't forget, or you forget that we are in this very interesting pose. This actually is a very good pose for you just because this is the way that your toes go, that is very opposite to what they're used to doing, what they're mostly always in, like shoes, you walk, everything you do, your toes are this way. So what this does is brings them basically in the opposite direction. So it's really nice. It's not the most fun. I know most people actually hate this pose, myself included, but it's very good for us. It's very healthy. So now that we are done, let's go ahead and bring those hands forward, tapping those toes back. That was a whole 40 seconds that you guys held that. So you guys are doing amazing today. We're not doing the easiest of stuff today. And go ahead and send those feet back. Let's go ahead and come onto our bottoms. You can go and do this long ways on your mat. We're just going to take the feet out towards the sides like this. If you have a blanket, you can always take it halfway, like this, like a little hot dog, I think of us, and simply place it behind you, kind of half sitting on it. And all that it does is just go ahead and bring yourself up a little bit more and keep that spine nice and long. From here, toes are flexed. They are very active. We're going to inhale and walk our hands forward. Now, what we want to avoid here is rounding the spine and coming down like this. Because normally rounding the spine gives us a little bit more, there's more give kind of as you're coming down versus staying nice and tall, keeping that back nice and flat, keeping that core engaged, and then walking forward as those toes are flexed. So we want to work on, again, keeping that posture nice and nice and straight as we come forward. And then from here, depending, you can hang out here, you can come down, bring those hands down, whatever it is. We're just looking for a little bit of a stretch in the hamstrings. And breathing in, settling in. Exhaling out. I know it's like fall, but obviously I'm practicing on grass, but there's like a lot of little bugs, and I'm like, shoo, shoo, I don't want to kill them, but hopefully I don't end up with like tons of bug bites from this, so I'll let you guys know. Inhale, bringing those hands back up. Take that right knee, bend it, and just simply place it inside. We're going to inhale, keeping that torso nice and tall. We're going to exhale, turning. Inhale one more time, stay nice and tall. And exhale, leaning towards that left foot, coming down. Again, we don't want to round and walk forward. We want to stay nice and tall and then come forward like this. So wherever those hands grab, if it's the knee, great. If it's a calf, great. And if you're grabbing that foot, keeping that back straight, great too. Wherever it is that, whatever level you're at right now, with your flexibility, it's great to me. As long as you're enjoying it, I'm enjoying it too. Breathing in. One more breath here. Maybe you go a little bit further down. And when you're ready, pushing up. Nice and tall. Bending that knee and taking that right leg out. Same thing, we're inhaling, staying nice and tall, and exhale. We twist a little bit. And then one more time, inhale and exhale. Begin folding in the direction of our right foot. Again, wherever those hands reach is where we want to hang out. And I did forget, I'm so sorry. But in case you're in this pose and you're just like, I'm getting massive pain in the knees, go ahead and grab a blanket and then just tuck it under. Roll it up, tuck it under here, on whichever side it is. And that goes for basically any pose that we ever do where the knees are bent like this. If you're feeling any pain, go ahead and grab your blanket, roll it up like we've done before, and then just tuck it under, or use a block like this one and place it under, just to not put so much strain on that knee. That's really all that you need. It could help you out tons to just modify the pose. When we're ready, inhale, coming back up, grab the bottom of that knee and bring it in. From here, bottoms of the feet are going to come together. And one more time, if you're here and you're like the pain, I'm not feeling it, blocks on both sides, blankets on both sides, anything to really just support the legs, support the knees is gonna work wonders. So don't feel like just because of that you can't go into the pose. There's always a way. We just gotta modify it. Inhale and exhale, folding forward. You can even use this time to take those those elbows, and push them up against the thighs to maybe get a little bit more push down here, and then just come forward. If you can reach, maybe you can, take a sniff at your toes, but that's really up to you. Every time I'm down in this pose, I always look at my toes and I'm like, I really want to go get a pedicure. It's always, and I think that's such a common thing that people think of when they get this close to their toes. They really do think, God, I need a pedicure. God, I have to go get a pedicure. Oh my God, I need to make an appointment for a pedicure. Like, it's just such a common thing that happens. So don't be surprised if you're down in this pose as well with me and you're like, I really need to get a pedicure. So coming up, inhale. Take those hands behind the knees on each side and simply bring them forward. Take those hands behind you. Knees are about hip width distance apart, and just windshield wipe side to side, letting them drop. Releasing any tension you got in that low back, any tension you got in your spine. Coming back to center. Ooh, sorry, little bugs, like I said. Coming back to center. I felt a pretty big one, so I think it was something that flew, but so sorry. Coming back to center, go ahead and cross those legs, whichever way is comfortable for you. We are coming towards the end of our class. closing our closing meditation. So if you would like to take a full Shavasana, you are more than welcome to. Laying down somewhere, taking 10, 20 minutes, whatever it is that you need to just kind of fully absorb our class, any thoughts you have, go ahead and take this time. I invite you to. If you are a little tight on time, I do welcome you to sit with me. You can still have that blanket behind you to maintain that back nice and tall. Taking those hands towards heart center if that is comfortable, or taking them towards the knees, whichever, um, like I said, is most comfortable for you. Taking a big breath in, and exhaling through the mouth. Taking another big breath in, and exhaling out. Letting our breath come back to normal. Taking in this last couple of moments to just simply enjoy the beautiful energy that's created. Taking a moment to appreciate our bodies and the amazing things that they can do. But most importantly, just taking a moment to thank yourselves for making it out here, for waking up, on a Saturday morning and doing something that just feels really good for you. It really is such a beautiful act of self love, to take some time to exercise, to move, to, get our bodies moving. And I really do thank you for letting me be part of your Saturday morning, letting me be part of your practice. Please continue checking the Riverside Community Health Foundation page as well as the Pink Ribbon Place page for any updates, news, whatever it is. Please check with them. Lastly, I want to wish you a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend, and a beautiful week. Until we meet again, namaste.